The weather today is absolutely vile. Pond balls still on, as you can see. Not got them off yet, and I'm glad I haven't. Bog filter doing great. Look at the water on the ground today. It's not stopped tittling it down from the early hours of this morning. Now today, what date is it? 'Cause I'm terrible with dates. Oh, just walk for a bush. Oh, Sunday the 28th. Can you hear it? Oh, raining again. And I think natural getting my greenhouse. So it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I just got ready and I'm going to the Koi Wholesale event hosted by Ricky Stoddart and the Battle of the Breeders. Now I've not purchased I've not entered the Battle of the Breeders event, which was actually yesterday and part today as well. Now there's going to be two dealers there, and one is Chris, who works alongside, or did work alongside Ricky, who's now JPN Koi. So I purchased a koi through that event for the DK Shiro line. So today is picking day. So we go, do a bit of koi nerding for an hour, 10 till 11. It opens at 10. 11 o'clock, I think it says there's an hour of looking in the bowl, koi nerding, things like that. Numbers get drawn out, and then you have 5 minutes to pick a koi. Now on my maths, and my math is not great, that's where I could come unstuck. So if I get picked out later, I want to be getting back home for about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock absolute latest. There's going to be Sunnybank Koi there. They're going to have some koi for sale, I would imagine. JPN Koi, they'll have some koi there, which obviously gets through Koi Wholesale. So there'll be probably a few koi there to purchase on the sideline. I think they're having a little live auction for a bit of fun. I would imagine there'll be some dry goods there. And I think there's someone doing some food and probably coffee and teas and things like that. Pizza oven or something like that. So yeah, I'm just getting ready for that, but I'm a little bit behind because it's peeing it down, and I'm just a bit like, ugh. I was almost thinking, shall I bother going, because the water on our street is absolutely flooded. But no, I've got up, got out. It was lovely and cozy this morning in bed. Forest are playing Man City later, so I know I'm a Forest fan, but I'm from Nottingham, so I want to get back. I've got dogs here. So yeah, I want to get back and get back for the dogs, and I've got some other bits and bobs to do before the game. But I'm here just checking on these, so I thought I'd combine this. And then I've got a 40-minute drive from where I live in Hucknall to Newark Showground, get parked up, I'll grab a coffee, have a chat, maybe meet Ricky and Chris for the first time, have a chat with a few other people, no doubt, have a look at, see what Sunnybank Koi, see what Chris has got in his JPN Koi selection, obviously look at the DK Shiro line, NND Shiro Utsuri, and see which one takes my eye, see where I come out. I'll pick a few in my head, if you know what I mean, and then hopefully get one. If I'm struggling for time and it really is dragging on, because obviously, like I say, 5 minutes per person, you're only getting 6 every half an hour, and I think they sold 45 tickets. So yeah, so that's what, say 6 every half an hour, 12 every hour, that's 3-4 hours worth of picking alone. So if that starts at 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, it's going to be ending about 3 o'clock, the picking. So if I'm on the back end of the picking and it's going really slow, and I've done what I need to do, I will ask Chris or Ricky, you know, I'd love to have Ricky to pick a fish, pick one for me, and then they take it away. I don't bring it home with me, they take it away, or Ricky does, he grows it at Koi Wholesale, and then we go back to Newark Showground in September, and we have like a nerding event again, like a bit of a rerun, but this time we get to take the koi home with us, having been grown by Ricky on his regime, and hopefully we get a decent sized fish at the end of that with some nice growth. So yeah. And the other one that I've had through these guys is the Saki Fish Farm Tancho Sanki. So they've still got that one. I've not seen that at all yet. We get that, well, they were going to announce something. I've not heard anything yet that that they've received it, and then we were going to have a chance to either grow it ourselves or pay them to grow it. We've not heard anything on that yet, so just leave them to it. When they're ready, they'll let us know what they want to do with them fish. So yeah, I'll just show you in here. So things are looking good. This one here, the one that I got from Gatwick Koi last year, the one that's having these problems at the moment with this red veining and stuff, it keeps going up and down. Its skin is really odd. All the other ones are looking good. I got the Tanto shower out last weekend just to have another look at one of its dead scales that I'd not quite caught right on this side. When I took it out the first time, I couldn't quite get it out, and so I was reluctantly didn't take it out because I didn't sort of sedate them or anything. But I did this time. I got it just with my finger thumb and really gave it a good like pull like that, and it popped out. So as you can see now on its side, that one side's looking a little bruised again, but that's the side that I got the other day. But looking at it now, it really has gone down. So this one, I am quietly confident is on its road to a mend. Oops, excuse me, just had breakfast. But yeah, that one, if I can zoom you in there, that Tamura shower, one of my favourites as well, because that one apparently was, the breeder actually said one for the future, and yeah, I just hope I can keep it alive for one for the future. It's having a few problems at the minute. That one, look, done with a nice memoir on it, said. Beautiful, but you can see it's still a bit pinky on its veins and skin, and it's getting this like little bit of like carp pops on its tail, but it's very difficult to get that one there. Look, can you see on its fins? And then this one, this Sanki, Shintaro Sanki, got some lovely benny on it and some lovely if you look to its side, it's got them raised sides again, but it's nowhere near as bad. So I don't know whether to go in again on that one and just remove some scales. So there's obviously one on this side still irritating it a bit, and apart from that, they're all looking great. They're all looking great. So that's that. Let me pan out. These, as usual, are looking great. You never know, I might see a fish that takes me fancy today. Feeder's already gone off at 9 o'clock, so I'm glad to come in at 9:15 and all the food's gone. That's 30 gram of food that's gone at 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to lob a bit more in. The food feeding absolutely mega. Feeding like Tosai. Look at them going in there. So yeah, so there's no unusual behaviour. That's not showing any unusual behaviour. There's no flashing or flicking at all with these guys. So yeah, so what I have done, I seen Ricky's video come out about Virkon. So what I've done, and he gave some advice that he had a issue once, and the way he used this was that when he puts it in, sometimes you can see that it's not foamy for very long, and he's got a belief that with these treatments, when you put the treatment in, the pond can just sometimes like absorb it, it dissipates, so therefore then it's no longer effective because it's not strong enough. Therefore, more than one dose in quicker succession is more successful to keep it in the system for a longer period, so it's more effective. Okay, so this is probably why a lot of people have a lot of problems for a longer time to clear it, because what we have to remember is these manufacturers who are supplying these products for koi for treatments, they will know that you can give the treatment at higher rates, at more in quick succession. Okay, but they don't want to say it. They don't want to put their name to it. So if something happens and someone overdoses and kills the fish, then they'll go back to them and they'll probably want to sue them. And they know that at the dosage rates that they give, unless you've made a serious error, there's no way that the fish will get killed by that chemical treatment. It won't just simply outright kill them. Now, obviously, Ricky has been to Japan, and I've seen other people. I think his brother at Koi, exclusively Koi. I think I've seen some podcasts and some other people say that when they go out there, they're amazed at what the Japanese, how they treat their koi. They really don't, with the sounds of it, mess about. Okay, they hit it hard and then they're in and they're out, and that's it. Yet we seem to go at lower doses and have it going on for weeks, days and months. So, you know, I don't know. So anyway, on this video, if you go on the Koi Wholesale website, or it might be, oh, is it the Niigata Diaries or something he's got out now? It might be on there, but have a look anyway and you'll see it. He's got one about Virkon, and he says to treat for a week every day, and then I think it was 5 grams. I just don't stick me to this, because I might have got it wrong, verbally diarrheaing it right now, but I think it was 5 grams for 1,000 gallons, is what mine is, and do that every day. So I've got mine mixed up. This had 10 gram in, so I put too much in. So I did half yesterday and half today. So I've already put half in yesterday, so that's dissolved nicely. So it had one in 3 days ago. Half of this went in yesterday, and half is going in there now. Now what this does, it lowers the bacterial load on the pond. I'll take this off and shake that out and clean that out with water in a minute. So as you can see, so the Virkon's a disinfectant. So I'm doing this for a week. It's had 3 now, and the fish look well happy. You know, when you put treatments in, you might get the odd flash, flick and things like that, but I've not seen anything negative reaction to having this in. So that's what I'm doing. And then after a week, you do it every week. I can't remember the time period he said, but it wasn't for long. It might have been up to a month, and then that's it. Stop all the treatment and let them get on with it. Let the filters and everything just take over, and let the system take over. Don't do anything else with them. So no chemicals, no acroflavin, no treatments or anything. And that's it. So there we go. So that's them. The air source heat pump is just kicked in, I've just noticed. That has been struggling still. It's gone down, look, it didn't manage to keep it to 16.5 the other day because the outdoor temperatures were hitting 1 bloody degrees. It were freezing. What a nightmare, guys, isn't it? Fish don't like these cold spells, or greenhouses don't, or we don't, because we can't control that fluctuation and stuff. It's a bit of a nightmare. So anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering, going to get on the road. I'm now behind. It's now 25 past 10. I'm not going to get there probably till 10 past 10. So I may get some footage. Like I say, I'd not really planned to. If I go to an open show, I will get my pod and I would video everything as I'm walking around and stuff. But with this one, I'm probably not going to, because I'm in the event. I want to enjoy it myself. And not only that, it's their event as well. And if there's anybody else there with a video and stuff, I might show you the vat of the DK Shiro. I might show you the vat of what Koi on offer, and stuff like that. But I'll see what's happening there and get a feel of it. If it's quite a private affair, I won't. But if it's quite an open thing, then I probably will. So I would like to get some of the Shiro, the vat of that, the DK line. And then throw that in with this video. So that will be cutting in now, or not. So I'm back from the breeders, well, Koi Wholesale Battle of the Breeders event. I was obviously there specifically for the DK Shiro line, which I'd put my name on, £295, so I had to go and pick one of them. So that was great fun. Unfortunately, guys, I didn't record anything. Yeah, it was been quite a cold day. It's lovely now, still the same day, but I've just got back and now it's warmed up. It was wet and cold, but the event was great. Had a couple of coffees, and I just got into the actual event itself and didn't get the camera. I didn't see anybody else recording or anything like that, YouTubers or anything. So I just enjoyed it for what it is. Had a couple of good chats with Ricky. First time I've met him in person. At the end, I had a good 10 minutes with him, and we're talking about. He was telling me about Saki Fish Farm and what sort of a level they're at, and things like that. We spoke about the Tancho, the Saki Fish Farm Tancho Sanki, and the showers that he got in the country, and sold a few of those. So I've got one of those Sankis in that event. So it looks like he's keeping those, not keeping them, we've got the option to grow them on. So got that up for. He said they are looking, the actual Sankis in particular are looking absolutely banging. So really excited to see how that one develops. The DK Shiro, picking one of those out, they had pond 1, 2, 3, so vats. I think there were three vats. And absolute cracking fish. Ricky's done a great job to get his hand on them, and done a great job selecting them. The sizes in particular were all quite even. No matter which one, I think they were 45, 50, I think around about that number I think were sold. Yeah, there's not going to be any real bad fish. They were just quality fish. I put my eye in the vats, and you're looking down, and it's just so difficult to put your name on one. It really is. This head just blows off, if I'm honest with you. It's just so difficult looking at them, thinking what they're going to do. So in the end, I think you just got to go personal choice, and that's what I did. At first I thought I'll go for a very plain white one with not a lot on there, I thought, but then I didn't, and in the end I took a bit of a riskier choice maybe. Funny enough, this one that I picked out, Ricky actually, as I was talking to him in general, I just said, so what we're looking for then, Ricky, what we're doing with these, and he just said, look, it is a difficult one, but he says this one in particular, this one for example, you see this one, and I'll show you, because this is one that I picked in the end, I went for. He says, if you look at it, it's very bluish underneath, and that could come up, and if it does, you know, it'll be a completely different fish to if it doesn't, for example. And I'll show you that now. So I'm just going to spin you out. I bought some Saki Growth 15 kilogram, and there's the balance. And the actual protein content in both is the same, but the difference is in the balance there's less. There's 6% fat, crude fat in this, and in the growth there's 9%. Crude fibre is 3% in this, but in the growth it's 2%. And then obviously the ash in this is 15%, and in the growth it's 17%. Phosphorus minimum 1%, and phosphorus in the growth is 1.7. And then the values of the vitamin A and D is up by 1.6 on 1,600 on that, and it's 1,800 on the growth, and then 10,000 on there to 12,000. And then you've got vitamin E 330, and it's 390 vitamin E, and then we're going from 230 to 270 in the growth. And then this is the bacteria that's in there that this is famous for, and this is the same in both by the looks of it. That's the same in both. So when you look at it on the surface, you think, well, there's no difference. There's no difference at all, because the protein's the same, but it's the ratio. So, you know, I don't know whether from switching from one to the other, there's going to be a massive benefit. I'm not really sure on that. Maybe Ricky could, maybe if he sees this video, or you know, it might be a question actually, I will ask him. He might have said in previous videos whether you notice a difference. But anyway, I've plumped for it because I've got that balance left, about 10 kilo in there I think left. I'm going to get a bucket. I've got a bucket over there with a lid on that I'm going to get a good amount of that off. So I'll be left with half of that. That's going to go for the main pond for the rest of the season. And I've got a bucket there, look. I've got that. I'm going to fill that up, and that will be their food. And then I might fill another container up as well. And then I'm going to have the growth. I'm going to mix. I'm probably going to take 5 kilo off that. So I've got 10 kilo. And then another, whatever's left of that, mix that up. So I've got predominantly growth with balance in, and then I'll get that sack full of it in there. And then absolutely this year, when this is going, the grow on in here, going to absolutely nail these 2 ponds, hopefully. That's the plan. So I'll come back with a sack of growth, and then going round to, I met Chris as well. Had a good chat with Chris at the end, so it's nice to shake people's hands and meet them. I met a couple of you guys onto this. I met Gary with Gary's Koi. Had a good chat with Gary. Mesh is a lovely chap. One of my subscribers there called Darren. It was great, so thanks guys. It was nice to have a chat with you guys. Really nice to meet you. And we had a good chat, and I had a good chat with a couple of a few people as well. A bit of laugh and a bit of banter around the vats. It was really good. I did a bit of bidding as well, but I didn't win a fish. But anyway, on to this. So Koi Wholesale, they had a little competition, a judging competition, and you had to pick which one of this in order, and the winner got a bag of food. There were 2 winners, so that went to a coin. That's the actual schedule and things like that of what it was all about. And then you got come away with it. I don't know whether we're meant to keep it or not, but I'll keep it for the return event, because there's a return event for the DK Shiro. So yeah, so there's an event this weekend, and then so this koi, all the koi that were there in the vats get taken away by Koi Wholesale, and then Ricky grows them on. Then September they have a similar sort of event, and then we go away with the actual koi itself. So to see these vat of koi, not just the one that I've got, but the vat of DK Shiros all back in those vats, and see the progression in them, will be an absolutely mind-blowing, I think. So yeah, so this was one where when I was having a chat with Ricky, he says if you look under it, it's got quite bluish underneath, quite heavy underneath, look. So put it down there, try and catch the light right. Sorry, it's not, the light's not brilliant. So that's the actual fish that I picked, and as you can see, there's white, see the white, and then you've got the sumi that's starting to come up on the head, the menwar, it's already in the pecs. So if that comes up, it obviously will be quite a heavy Shiro Utsuri with the white in there on them blocks, look, which I think will be quite nice. Some was like obviously quite clean with not a lot of sumi underneath, it looked like, but this was obviously a heavier one. But what is interesting, what Ricky said, and this is why I'm a bit of a risk taker, he says that might not actually come up, and it could end up being white, you know, more white, as opposed to all of it come up. But who knows? Who knows? And this is the exciting thing with doing stuff like this. There's no guarantee, but either way, we're looking at the fish that Ricky has already selected in the vats that he got from NND with his video with Fujio in Japan. He's managed to get his hands on some very cracking koi at a reasonable price for us. So considering the price of this fish, 295, he's going to be growing it on till September. Then we get another event, access to the event, It's really good value, and that's why I've done it, just to see, because Ricky said something to me which stuck in my head, and when he said it, it's about the journey. It's about the journey and then what you learn in that journey. So, and I think what I took from that is you can't literally look in those vats and say, yeah, that is number one, there's no doubt about it. It just doesn't happen. So it's not so much about the actual fish with this, it's about the journey that I'm about to go on with it. Okay, going to the events, meeting Ricky, the fact that I've got the fish at the end of it, watching it develop, seeing the other fish develop, and then learning from it. And that's what it's about. Because you can get quite invested and you're looking at it thinking, oh, that's not the one I wanted. In my head I wanted that one or this one, or oh, I've come away thinking, oh, why did I pick this one? I should have gone one that's more white. And it's just, you can get yourself all muddled up. But to be honest with you, in those vats I would have been quite happy just someone going, just pick that one out with a net. There was all, I believe, that good for the money. So it's kind of a win-win. So yeah, got my hands on a DK Shiro from NND. It was 19 centimeters. Gender's not known, unknown. Date of birth June 2023. So yeah, like I say, one thing I've picked up today is not so much about the actual fish there and then, it's about the journey that you're going to go on. So talking of journeys, I've got to go in now, have my dinner, making some dinner. My daughter's up there now. I've got Forest, I'm a Forest fan, so I'm from Nottingham, so I support Forest. We've got Forest v Man City. Probably going to get his pants pulled down with that one. But it's about the journey. So, enjoy the journey, guys. That's the message from this one. I'm sorry I didn't get no footage. I respected the guys and I didn't sort of film anything. It was quite an intimate event. There weren't hundreds of people. So I've enjoyed it for what it is and enjoyed the journey. Thanks for watching. If you've liked this one, hit the like button. If you've not liked it, hit the thumbs down button. And I'll see you on the next one. And I hope your fish are okay. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the support. See you on the next one.